This is if you freeze the frames, you will see this exactly as I am doing the drawing right here. You will see this is the bottom tube, and you can see this as the eyes, but these are really structures. It was amazing. It's just how can they project all this stuff? But you can only see it when you go frame by frame. It's the only way to see exactly how the structures are made from, I guess, from the electromagnetic world. I don't have any name for that. There's a small face right here. It's everywhere. There's faces everywhere. There's another one up here. I mean, it's overlapping each other, and it's an insane thing. I don't know how to explain this thing. And they look like eyes. I mean, but when you really detail the image, then you start seeing that these are really structures. It's like you're looking into another realm, another world, their world. Well, because it's semi-transparent, it's nearly impossible to pinpoint. You know, you cannot enhance it. I don't know how to enhance this thing. I don't even think there is any Photoshop program that can do that. I mean, Robert Peternell did the Moon is Your Worst Nightmare. He did an amazing work. And his show was in space, and it's exactly what the documentary Luna by Jose Escamilla shows to this bunch of eyes in space and these structures. In the Apollo 8 image catalog, it's the only one that shows, but you can see how they deleted, like 90% of the images are blurred or erased in a methodical way, up and down, side to side. But you can tell that it's been deleted because they did it in a straight fashion, up and down, and then side to side. You can see a square missing, pieces in square pieces missing. So they left a little bit of information where you can fill that up by using the rest of the stuff. It's just that it's very difficult, and it's something like this complex. Imagine, all I did was few lines. That thing is filled to the rim with crooked lines and straight and geometrical, and it's just, but it's really geometrically made perfectly. When you take this off, then you really see, you see the outline, so that's an eye right there. But if you really put the camera closer, look what it is. It's a structure, a bunch of structures. It's like you're looking at a bunch of buildings, but they form faces all the time and they vibrate. Look at that, that's a pair of eyes right there. I mean, there is no way out of this. But you see the tubes, you see all these tubes right there. Look at that, right there, bang, bang. And it divides right there. It has a junction or whatever, and it branches out, and you can see that there is, and then it's smaller and smaller and smaller, but it is like, you know, conduits. That's what they are. You can see the same thing in space. So there are two things that I believe this is a membrane that covers the entire planet, and it's like a transitional zone where they go in and out of their realm using electromagnetic frequency, and they go in and out, but space, sky, and ground, it means nothing to them, because they control the vibrational frequency. They can match any, that's what you can see them going into volcanoes, into the sun, out of the sun. I mean, none of this makes any difference to them. This is just simply a type of physics we just had no clue. Even the military-industrial complex, I mean, as advanced as they had, and all the things, subspace, signals, you know, I mean, all this incredible, but they cannot even come close to what these people can do, or are doing. No can do, they're doing it. They can create solar systems, they can create, and they can make us see and think things that are not there. I believe that the entire solar system is encapsulated in a holographic realm, that they make us see and think what they want us to see and think. Even with the most potent telescope, they can barely get out of it, but then you see their images plastered in nebulas, in constellations, in galaxies. You can see that when you really study the image, whatever, it's the reptilian eye, the same thing that you see in here is up there. And it's in their structures, sculptures. The same thing. So somebody said, Dr. Bergman said that he saw these black guys that were so black that you couldn't tell the feature in their face. That's how black they were. I mean, I imagine that's freaking, that you can freak out. And they were accompanying the Apollo 11 crew when they came back. So now, these others, whistleblowers say that they had to take one of these entities with them inside that Apollo 11 whatever, so they will be allowed to land in the moon, on the moon. But they have sabotaged a lot of missions. They sabotage almost every single Apollo. It's like two factions within those entities, that ones that allow the deal and others that oppose to it. So you can see that along the history of NASA, there's a lot of mishaps happening because they intervene and mess up missiles, rockets, I mean, planes. There's things that have gone really wrong, and they cannot figure out how that could happen, but it happened, and it's because this entity has intervened. They just don't like us, period. For some reason, they have to put up with us. probably, you know, a superior race put us here and say, hey, you will put up with this. Look at this tube that goes straight across. Look at that. Let me zoom out. Look at this tube that is very clearly right there. But they were going, you can see the patterns right there. All this, I was seeing it. It's just the camera couldn't see it so dark. It didn't have enough, you know, night shot power to, it was a dark night and the moon, it was foggy and cloudy. So you could only make out exactly what I was seeing, and it's there, but it's difficult to enhance, very difficult. Just think about that. And it's so hard because it's faded. It's like I say, a transparent thing. It's hard to enhance. I don't know what software can do that, enhance this deal, this tube. All I can do is brighten it up a little bit at a time until, you know, but it was very dark. You couldn't see, the camera didn't capture what I was seeing. I mean, it did capture, but it's just very hard to fade it. So this is like the 5th version of the same thing. And you can see the lines, you can see the tubes, and you can see eyes there, but only when you go frame by frame. So there's an eye right there with the vertical pupil, 2 eyes right there. There's one, and you can see it has a little tube that goes here and keeps going, and I mean, there's tubes everywhere. And structures. I imagine those are conduits and structures, and I mean, it's just incredible, man, how Moonram 1952, that guy really did an amazing work. He even showed how the membrane, the circuitry in that membrane that covers the domes on the moon, how they do. Look at this, is an eye right there. That's another eye with a vertical pupil. But really, it's a structure. You can see there's tubes and things, and then 2 other pair of eyes, smaller ones, and then you see this, another one here, and they can match this one and this one with this one, and it's a trip. It's a complete trip. But that's exactly how the deal went on the moon on that day, that night. Look at the tubes, all that crazy stuff. That's what I was seeing, and I said, "Wow, if the camera can capture that, would be incredible." But I mean, it barely saw. It just was too dark, too foggy, too everything. And you can see that there are, like, you know, entrances or something to that. And I seen the same look. There is a face right here with the chin, the contours of the face, the nose, the mouth. Look at it right there. But you can only see it a certain distance. If you make it too close, it disappears among the blurry looking deal. But if you put it far away enough, you can see, and not only that, you can see the tubing, how it goes up and branches this way and twist and turn, and then you can see straight lines, very straight. That's what I was seeing, straight lines like that, diagonal, I mean, in every which way. And it was vibrating like, I was like, man, this thing has to be And look, there is a face right there that is like